I know you might want to ask, how long does it take? Even if the thing is going to take just 1 month, usually I tell my client 1 year, because I don't want hypertension. I don't want people to say, hey, clinical. And again, I want to put a big disclaimer. Please, I'm begging you guys, if you know, because this money is kind of a whole lot of money. Yes, I understand, it's a whole lot of money, but please, if you know you have trust issues, as I'm talking like this, if you know you don't believe me, you don't trust me, maybe they've scammed you for visa before, you've fallen victim of scam or anything, please don't bother to send me a mail. I don't want to read from you. I don't want to read things like, how sure are you? How sure is this thing? I don't want to. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you in the name of God. In the name of God. In the name of God. Because I will never ever go to the extent of trying to convince a client to pay money. I'll never do that. I've never done that in the past. If you look at me, watch my video, and I feel like I'm somebody you can trust, come and pay. And when you pay, forget about me. Anything I need from you, I'll be collecting it, doing it, I'll be updating you. Don't come and be giving me attention, because when you work with clients that are scared, that they have doubt in mind, it is very difficult for you to work well. It is very hard for you to work under pressure. Even inside CV, we say we work under pressure. It's a lie. It is very hard for you to get the best of people when they work under pressure. I don't want anybody to pressurize me. I want to work at my own pace, because now I have partners in other countries I'm working with, and Nigeria and other countries, they are opposite. When I'm sleeping is when they are waking up. When they are waking up is when me I'm sleeping. When I'm even ready to talk to them, they might be in their own work. So there is always like in talking this thing. Sometimes I have to stay awake at night just to get them, to call them early in the morning. So when you are giving me pressure, hey, how far, they want to go and fly to go and meet the person. So please, if you know you have trust issues, like that money, I understand is a whole lot of money. It is a money you worked hard for years, I know, and I respect that. But please don't come and, if you know you have trust issues, you can't trust this girl with your money, you can't trust what she's saying, please don't bother to send an email that you're interested. I don't want to be hearing what if I don't work with that. Please, examine me, please. To get the best of the best for me is when you just let me to work. It's me that came here to tell you guys, and you can download the video as it's me that came here to tell you guys. So this is what I have to say, and that's why I'm here to tell you. I came here to tell you the requirements. If you meet the requirements, come and pay. And come and pay. Yeah. So if you know you trust me enough to pay that type of money to do this business for you, I'll be happy with this. Come and pay. But if you feel like you don't trust me, that you have trust issue, that I can run away with your money, and again, I don't have office, so I don't have office, I don't have physical office, I don't have anything. My location unknown. So if you know you can trust somebody you met online on video to pay that type of money to her, come and pay. But if you know you cannot trust that type of person, don't come and pay. Just get the information and digest it. You can keep it for future purpose. Thank you very much for your understanding, because I don't want somebody to come and say, how sure is this, how sure is, because the thing is, if I'm not sure, I cannot come to your presence. I've said it before. If something is not sure, I don't come to tell my client. Even the videos I give you guys for free, there are so many videos I see online on YouTube. Apply for this one without experience, apply for clinical without experience. I just look at it and scroll past, because I know they want you guys. I know they are just doing those things for views. I know you can never get a job outside your home country without relevant experience. Even at that, it has to be an experience that you are paid for. It has to be a paid experience. That's why you see me that maybe in the earlier careers of my life, of my YouTube channel, I used to come here and say, how to get a job without experience. It's a lie. You can't get skilled visa without experience, except you're in that country. Do you guys see me doing that type of video again? I just go and pass, you get. So the thing is, if it's not sure, if it's not achievable, if it's not obtainable, I don't bring it to my viewers, let alone clients that I will take money from. So if you see me, I feel like I'm somebody you can trust, come and pay your money. But if you feel like, this girl, you're one of those agents people, it's okay. It's okay to doubt. It is normal to doubt. We all human. Me guy go doubt. But please don't come near my email, because I will never ever push to anybody. Come and pay. This thing is sure. I have 1,000 that I left yesterday. I have 1,000. I will not do that. I will not do that. Just follow your instincts. Follow your mind. Welcome back again to another video you're not expecting. So this video will be teacher / nanny. And what I'm combining together is, if you don't meet the requirements for teachers, then you go for nanny. And that's because most teachers, from the consultation I've done, the emails I've received, most of them actually dealt with preschool children, right? And so, nanny too is with, when they ask you if you're a nanny, right, actually deals with you having experience with preschool children, like all these less than 6 years old, 11 years old, anything. But that one does not rule out that if you have real life nanny experience, right? Let's go through it. So let's talk about the teacher first before we talk about the nanny, right? So okay, for most of you that know, and for most emails I've got, most people will be like, they want to apply for teacher jobs in the UK. As you all know, there are two ways of becoming a teacher in the UK. The highest chance is if you are in the UK, but then that one does not rule out that you can still get visa sponsorship for teaching job in the UK. But then and then even at that, you will hardly get visa sponsorship, but it is actually possible for you to get teaching job in the UK as a teacher. But the thing is, employers are not ready to go through that stress, right? They prefer to recruit locally. So in that view, I told my clients, forget about UK. There are other top countries that allow you to work as a teacher abroad. When I say top countries, I know I made a video about Vietnam, right? About teaching jobs in Vietnam. We have Thailand. I'm not talking about those countries. I'm talking about top countries. I'll not be mentioning any name of any country, right? But when I say top countries, you should know I'm talking about countries with very high economic. It's not a country that you will go and say after you move to UK. That's not the country I'm talking about. The country that you can say when you move to UK is something like maybe Vietnam, maybe like Thailand. You feel like, okay, when you do for some years, you move to UK or anything. No, these countries, they are top countries on their own. Big countries, not big, real life countries on their own. Sweet economic countries on their own. Everybody's destination country on their own. If you mention any country in the comment section, I'm gonna block you. Don't mention any country. If you can guess, God have help you. If you cannot guess, come and pay your money. Anyways, what are the requirements? First requirement is you have to have WhatsApp, right? Then you have to have minimum BSc. Whether you did BSc Edu, whether you did BSc Edu, whether you did BSc normal BSc, the minimum is BSc. The another one is extra teaching qualification. For example, in Nigeria, we have some extra teaching qualifications like fiancée, I don't know, but if you're a teacher, you will know it. But it's not compulsory, it's like asterisk. So the other one is English language. This country does not ask for English language, but then they'll determine if you write IELTS or not during your interview. That's when they will know whether this one you write out. But IELTS is not compulsory. But the thing is, they say you should know how to speak English very well. So during your interview, that's the best part for you to impress them. So if you can impress them well during your interview, right, that means you're not going to write IELTS. You get. But if you cannot impress them with your English speaking, my dear, you're going to write IELTS. So IELTS is needed or not is depending on how you talk during your interview. So the next one is your experience. I'll not lie to you because this one I'm charging for it, and that's what I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to hear all those. You have to have real life experience as a teacher, like especially you are currently a teacher. And this teaching was, you have at least 2 years experience as a teacher. The country I'm taking you people to, at least 2 years, I'll be 3 years, 2 years, minimum 2 years. Like after your BSc, when they did congratulations, you've gotten your BSc. Then in that, after your BSc, you started having you can be having before your BSc, it's not a waste. But 2 years post qualification as a teacher, and you should be recent and relevant. Not like you were a teacher 2 years ago and then you changed to hairdressing. No, it has to be continuous 2 years experience. Whether you're a preschool teacher, whether you're a kindergarten teacher, whether you're a kindergarten teacher, whether you're a lesson teacher, any teacher, as long as you are teaching, at least 2 years. And in that 2 years, right, you have to have driver's license. Though this one is not compulsory, but even if you don't have a car, you have to enroll in a driving school, because depending, so whether you have a car, whether you don't have a car, have mind that you're going to get a driver's license in your home country. Getting a driver's license, you can start going to driving school every Saturday, every Sunday, or anything. Then you should be able to have your permanent driver's license in your home country, right? Because you know the way those countries work or anything, driver's license is part of it. Even if you don't have now, it's something you can get in Nigeria or in your home country, that you start learning how to drive, and then you apply for your driver's license. Then another one is complete COVID vaccine. Yes, please, before you come to me, make sure that your COVID vaccine is complete, because if I'm applying for you, I don't want to be lying that you COVID. Make sure that you've completed your COVID jab, the 2 COVID jab. But even if you've collected one and it's remaining one, it's okay. But just make sure that you are ready, or you've applied, or you've taken your COVID vaccine, because you are going to be submitting all these documents at once. Then another one is you need CV, obviously, and you need cover letter. Another thing is you have to be certified in your home country, and that's why I say you have to be like a real life teacher. That in your home country, there is this registration they do in Nigeria or in home countries, teachers registration, teachers board, and kid. You have to be a certified teacher in your home country. The another one that you have to do is have is police check. Of course, you know you'll be dealing with children and everything. Police character certificates, I think it's like 10,000 naira in Nigeria or anything. So all of it, how much is the total package? The total package of this is 3 million naira only. 3 million naira only. What does it involve? It involves CV, cover letter, jobs with visa sponsorship, apply. In fact, we are doing everything for you guys from scratch to finish. The only thing you'll be doing yourself is interview, and even that interview, we will prepare you for interview. We prepare you for interview, but then you know you have to do the interview yourself. I'll not lie for you. You have to face the panel of judges with your face, with your mouth, and talk to them yourself. But then we'll prepare you for the interview, send you questions, practice with you if need be. But then the only thing that you'll be applying for yourself is interview during the job application process, and then interview during your visa application process. Like you have to go to the embassy in person to apply for your visa. But documentation, clinical, everything, and then for your thumbprint, those are the 3 times you have to appear. Any other thing, we're doing it off for you. We are taking this thing. So anything that does not involve, like maybe we are impersonating somebody or anything. So anything that involves impersonating, you do it yourself, and I've told you that. So the 3 million covers for CV, cover letter, job links, and you again, for example, if you are moving from Nigeria to abroad, Nigeria to that country I'm talking about, you know you have to do international standards, equivalency, and clinical. The money is part of it too, don't worry. It's everything together. The only thing that you spend money for is your international passport, and that's you are not spending money for it. So it covers everything all together. Yeah, everything all together. Yeah, aside your visa fee, sorry, visa fee and your international passport. Visa fee. And most times is when you actually get a job, your employer actually pays for your visa fee, so you don't pay for visa fee most times. But then your visa fee is not much. It's not this much. This country I'm talking about is not this much. And then so it covers for everything. And then the money is also part of documentation, preparing your documents. People are submitting documents you. But that's why it's not included. It's all this normal basic document, like maybe your birth certificate, your state of origin, international passport, all those basic documents. That's why it's not included. The one that I know will give people a headache is one I've asked here: driver's license, COVID vaccine, this thing, police. That's one I know that they are extra documents. It's not usual, but the normal document you submit, they are your normal basic document, your wife result, your BSc transcripts, your those ones. So submitting your documentation, filling the form for you online, because you fill form, you apply online. We are doing everything for you from scratch to finish, except your interview. You'll be doing interview with your employers on Skype, and in this way you have to speak to them in the language that they understand. If your English is woto, that means you are going to write IELTS. But if it is not woto, you are not writing IELTS. So the ball is in your court. But we'll do our best to prepare you. Total package is 3 million naira, and that's like, how much is that in dollars? That's like That's like $3,000, right? 600. No, hold you $3,000. 3 divided by, I think dollar is like 6 what? I'm typing to the screenshot. Total package is 3 million naira. And then people want to ask, can you pay on installment? Yeah, you can pay on installment, but the thing is you have to pay like 60% first, like 60 or 65% first, so that it could enable us start the process, especially like drafting CV, drafting cover letter, filling the form. And then another thing that you have to do, okay, filling the form. And like I told you, like for example, if I'm moving from Nigeria to abroad, right, you have to do some international equivalency. For example, like that one that I talked about, Vietnam, right? I told you about the exam that you should do online. So online qualification you should do, that's TOEFL and TEFL and everything. So you have to do something similar for this country too, all those things. So that's why you have to pay more than 60% so that you can start the pre-foundation, your international equivalency and all of that, getting your documents, your certification, your everything. So even if you're not registered in your home country and everything, so we'll be able to be guiding you, do this and everything. So you can pay on installments, but then you have to pay like 60% upfront. 60% upfront to enable us start. So maybe when we are drafting CV and cover letter for you, you can be getting your qualifications, your transcripts, your this thing. Yeah, that is your professional reference, obviously. And then I know some people might be like, oh, I've been a teacher, I've been teaching my cousin, teaching my husband. No, you have to be teaching people that are not related to you. Working in a school, unless you just want to dash us 3 million naira, right? You have to be a real life teacher. I know the money is kind of much, and then people will be like, how do you expect teachers to see 3 million? Idea, that's how the package came, and that's what I came here to tell you guys, because as most of you know, it is not easy getting a visa sponsorship for teachers outside to the country, for top countries for that matter, it is not easy. So if I come here to tell you that, you should know that. So the next one is, if you are not, so what's the age requirement? There's no age limit, anybody can apply as long as you're a teacher, a certified teacher in your home country, that's fine. So the next on my list is, so if you do not, maybe if you don't have BSc and everything, but then you've had link with children, is how pay or nanny. This one is, it has age limit. I have 2 countries in mind for you guys. 2 countries. The first one said your age limit should be between 18 and 26. This one is their babala country in this world, babala country. That's 18 to 26 years old. Then second one is like subordinate babala country. It said you have to be between the age of 18 to 30 years old. That's the age limit. But for now, I'm starting with one of top-notch country, because somehow I kind of like the packaging and everything. The other one that is 18 to 30 years old, I've not really gotten full information about that, and I'm trying to look at the pay and all of that, right? So English language for this one too, you don't need IELTS here, just be able to speak English, and then you should have minimum at least WAEC or high school certificate. The next one, you should have professional reference. And then for companies that I've checked for this country, right, the minimum I've seen is you have at least 200 hours of experience in childcare. So whether you're a teacher, like I've explained, whether you're a teacher, and maybe you have just NCE, or you do not have BSc, you have anything less than BSc, you can opt for nanny instead. Do you understand that? So that's why I combined both of it. But the thing is, you should have childcare experience, whether as a nanny, whether as a preschool, whether as a kindergarten, and it should be verifiable. I don't accept I take care of my father, I take care of my grandmother's children, I take care of my cousin. It is not acceptable. Let me not lie for you people, unless you just want to dash me your money. This one, you have to do it for outsider, and it should be verifiable that you'll be able to collect reference from your employer that you are actually a teacher. So is it that you're a real life nanny, or you're actually a teacher in a preschool, or you're a teacher in a kindergarten? Is either the two of them, or be the TV of it. As long as you did public work that they saw it is verifiable, like you can take letter, reference letter, or you're in social this thing. Then another thing is, as a nanny, I've made a video before, you have to be registered with your home country in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, you have to be registered with their nanny board association, because it boosts points. If you know you're not registered with Nanny Board of Association, please don't come to me. You got me? You have to be registered, but it's not a compulsory, but it is better to be registered with your home country in Nigeria, right? So that when we draft your CV, the thing is you don't even really need CV. So that when we draft your CV, right, it boosts the point. Then you have to do some courses online, I'll let you know the courses you do online. So both nanny, both teaching, both clinical, what's the total package? The total package is 3 million naira. So whether you're going for teaching, whether you're going for nanny, the total package is 3 million naira with total package, and it includes all whatever I've explained earlier, everything till visa. The only time we will stop talking to you is when you successfully settle down in your country of destination. Even when you settle down, you feel like maybe you don't like the place or anything, we might actually try to help you to move or anything like that, depending. So the money covers for applying for jobs for you, processing your documents, doing this one, that one, equivalency, guiding you through everything total package. And like I said, you can pay on installments, right? But then you have to pay like 60% upfront so you can start the process. Anyways, this will bring us to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for those of you that have patronized me so far, I really appreciate every single one of you. Your pocket will not run dry. Thank you so much for trusting me. You who don't know where I stay, you don't know my office, you don't know anything, and you had to trust me this much. Thank you guys so much. I sincerely appreciate you guys. So the only people that should come and pay is if you have relevant, if you are currently in that field. Nothing like I teach my cousin brother lesson, I taught my husband father lesson. No, it has to be something that you did, like you have the experience. No cousin brother, it has to be you did it for non-family member. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.